I never enjoy waking up and seeing red in the crypto market. It's never a fun thing to see, but I understand at the same time that when we do have pumps, there will be some selling, there will be some profit taking, and we did in fact see some long liquidations that did bring prices down overnight. But we have something coming this morning that could create a little pop, which I'll mention briefly in this video. And frankly, for Shiba Inu, we're continuing to see a lot of these same strong fundamental signs, and Ethereum is doing something very similar as well. So if you guys are new or haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below, hit that bell. It's free to do. It'll keep you updated anytime there's new content live here on the channel. So yes, we closed on an ugly note yesterday, down about 3.84%. Today, we're down about 4.7%. It's about 6:54 a.m. Central Standard Time. We're still right now before the PPI report. And hopefully that shares the same kind of weight that we saw from the CPI report earlier this week. It doesn't tend to impact the market quite as much, but a bullish report would be very good for the crypto market. If we meet or beat expectations, that's something that could in fact continue to carry this positivity through the day, and we could potentially see a little bit of a rebound in terms of prices. But what I will say for Shiba Inu is that right now we actually are creating this descending wedge here, which is not the worst thing in the world. It's actually a bullish formation. Right now it's showing that actually around the weekend may be a bounce point for Shiba Inu. It might be down around that 144 range. Not saying we have to get down there for sure. Not saying this trend will even continue, but that's of course right around our support at our 100-day and our 20-day moving average. So that would actually make a lot of sense if that does occur. BTC showing a little bit of resilience here. A nice bounce off of this 101.7 that I was watching earlier today, back up above 102K. And again, hopefully we can continue to see some bullishness there in terms of BTC. Ethereum showing some resilience around 2,500 or so. So on all fronts, things are actually still looking pretty darn good. And really what is helping with this is we're getting some strong institutional buying. I talked about this earlier in my ADA video today. We got this on the BTC side, of course. It's been a very consistent trend in terms of BTC, but Ethereum is a very big deal because Ethereum, we have actually seen now $63 million added in the last 24 hours. And why this is such a big deal is this is our largest day of the month of May. Okay. So Ethereum spot institutional money is kind of changing trend just a little bit. We'll see if this is an outlier, but where this has not been an outlier is with Ethereum supply on exchanges. Now we've talked about this in terms of Shiba Inu, but we haven't talked about this in terms of Ethereum. And what we've seen is nearly 1 million ETH has been withdrawn from exchanges in the past month. So just as we're starting to see really limited supply when it comes to Shiba Inu on exchanges, we're starting to get to the point where Ethereum is in that same breath, right? Experiencing the same things. And this is a very strong sign because now that prices have been so discounted because we've been in these ranges for so long, people are continuing to see, opportunity. And now that you've seen some of the supply, I was hearing this weird buzzing, sorry. Some of the supply, or a lot of the supply, has made its way into the hands of convicted people. There's less and less to go around. So that's why we keep seeing these higher floors. That's why we keep seeing these higher highs, and these pumps are getting more frequent. And it's kind of building this great momentum for SHIB and other assets in the space. Now, what I will say as well is, guys, we're back on trend with whales buying. 2 days ago was 173 billion SHIB added by whales. Yesterday, 126 billion added by whales. So a lot of these trends, again, are still staying very consistent. Fundamentals are staying strong for Shiba Inu. Price right now is still just the lagging metric. It's still the thing that is deceiving. It's still the thing that right now, hasn't made people incredibly bullish yet. Because like we talked about yesterday, we're not closing really extended daily candles above this 200-day moving average. We're in fact kind of just chopping around in between there. We're still in this SOS phase. We're still haven't escaped that phase in our Wyckoff accumulation model. Frankly, everything still looks good across the space. All right. I've seen a lot of people get negative and they complain when some of these drops take place. Well, guess what? You can play games and take profit if you want. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. All right. I had some people the other day say, oh, yep, I sold some of whatever asset it was to buy something. And that's cool, right? The name of the game is profit. Take it whenever you need to. I'm not going to cost you for doing what you do, right? If you play games and think that you're going to be smarter than the market, well, that's something completely different. But right now, we're still at this point where things are loading up. I talked about this actually in my ADA video yesterday, is that for the first time since November, we're actually seeing crypto exchange downloads. We actually saw Kraken at like number 178. So things are changing from a bigger perspective. Optics are increasing. This is exactly what we've needed to see. And it's all just a matter of time, guys. Just be prepared. Hopefully you guys are ready. I know I'm excited for what comes next. So appreciate you guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts below, but have a great day. Catch you guys in the next one. Take care.